Hi folks, it's Peter back with another video. First off, I hope you all had a really good Christmas, nice and peaceful, got plenty of presents that you wanted. This video is going to hopefully be a bit shorter than my usual rambling ones because it's going to be my first response to a competition. This is Diana's Digging in the Crates 1000th sub competition. First off, congratulations Diana, much deserved. Her competition was to name 3 albums that you particularly enjoyed or this year. They didn't have to be albums that were released this year, but 3 albums that were probably in your favourites of the year. It took quite a while to narrow it down. I got it down to I think half a dozen, and then spent the rest of the days shuffling those 3 around. If I'd done this video yesterday, the 3 would be different. If I do it later today, they'd be different again. Never mind. As I said, I'm going to try and keep this short. So first off is an album I haven't shown before because this came out I think back in February, and it's the 4-disc set by Desmadrados Soldados de Ventura, and it's called The Grand Celestial Purge. Now, despite the name, the band are actually from here in the UK, from Manchester, my old stamping ground. They're a instrumental psych rock band. A lot of their stuff is freeform, mind-bending jams. I've got most of their other stuff, but on this album they toned it down quite a bit, and this, if anything, sounds like a lot of the Grateful Dead style jams, which is right up my street as I'm a massive Deadhead. To show you the booklet that comes with it. And that's the band. They comprise, I think, on this album, 4 guitarists, a bassist, a drummer and a keyboard player. But at times they've had up to 6 guitarists, a couple of basses. It's a floating lineup. But this is absolutely superb. I said when I posted it on my Facebook page that it would very likely be one of my favourites, and it is. Excellent, excellent album. Like I say, if you like the Grateful Dead, and particularly their jams, then I think you'll like this. Brilliant. Next up is a reissue, and it's the debut album by Pearls Before Swine called One Nation Underground. Now, I've known about Pearls Before Swine for donkey's years, but never got round to listening to them. But when I saw that this was released, I bought it. First came out in 1967, by the way, and this is absolutely brilliant American psych folk. Well worth having, and rightly classed as a classic. The third album is from, I think, what is it? It's probably a few years ago, but I just heard about it this year, and it's this album, A Blessed Unrest by the Parlor Trick. The Parlor Trick are a duo of Meredith Yayanos and Dan Cantrell. Now, as I showed this on a previous video, and this, as I said then, is beautiful, haunting, melancholy music. I said, I think at the time, that it it's quite spooky in places and would make a superb soundtrack for the sort of M.R. James ghost stories that the BBC used to put on at Christmas, which they did this Christmas as well. This is beautiful, beautiful music. I don't know if they've done anything else, but check them out. So that's my three. So Diana, you don't have to look any further, but I'm just going to quickly show the other three contenders if you're interested. First one is Burnt Sugar by Sabu Martinez. Now, Sabu Martinez is an Afro-Cuban percussionist, born in New York, moved to Sweden, I think in the 70s. This is taken from a Swedish radio broadcast in 1973, and this is funky jazz rock. It is absolutely stunning. I think he actually died in 1978, but he did a few recordings in Sweden while he was there. Well worth checking out if you like your jazz rock, especially with a funky edge. The other one of my great loves, is electric folk music, particularly of the British type from the 1970s, Fairport, Steel Eye, Albion Band, Trees, whatever. And this album is The Queen of Hearts by Opharex, which again I've shown before. Opharex being a collaboration between the Decemberists and the English singer-songwriter Olivia Cheney. This is superb and takes me right back to the early 70s, mid-70s of the British folk rock scene. They even do a number that Blackleg Minor that Steel Eye did. If you like folk rock, and particularly traditional numbers done in electric manner, check it out. And the other one, the third one, was one of my favourite albums of probably the last, I don't know when it came out, last 10 years or so. And I was so happy to finally get it on vinyl, and that is Miasma and the Carousel of Headless Horses and their album Perils. This is superb psychedelia, but actually it reminds me more of chamber rocks such as Universero and Art Zoid. One of the main guys behind this is Daniel O'Sullivan, who played with Guapo and Ulver and a number of other bands. And there are members of Guapo, Chrome Hoof, Ethan Orr and Cathedral play on this. Stunning album. I love it. That's the top 6 that I chose. Just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I hope it brings lots of great music to you. And a big thank you to everybody who subscribed and watched these videos. It's my first year of doing these. And thank you for all your kind comments. Take care.